he's developing and how he's sort of fitting in. Of course, that's putting Pimp in a position to pick up the AWP now as well. So big changes for them, to be honest. With just one player coming in, it does actually shake things up.
Yeah, I mean, and Pimp being such a proficient rifler, it does mean Dignitas are in this kind of sticky spot where there is a lot of times when you would want to have your best riflers and your AWP in play, but you just can't.
Yep.
And now let's see how this one starts off. Does look like we're going to be seeing quite the B presence from Dignitas. Just MSL actually lingering over towards Zay to maybe lurk a couple of frags out, or maybe just distract a couple of Fnatic boys further down the line.
Yeah, it's MSL actually the only one with the grenades here as well. He is probably trying to sell something at A. He's throwing a fair few through, and this has drawn 4 players from Fnatic to A.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. The bait and switch, and now Pronax is going to be all alone. He's going to be hunted down like a rabid dog as they look to take him out of the running. The rotate is on, and actually, oh dear, this hasn't gone fantastically for Dignitas because Fnatic, they're already there, and the frags are going to start coming in.
It was a super quick rotation actually as Pronax takes down Schneider, and only AZ and Pimp are left here. Pimp doing well. He gets 2. Nicely done. Straight towards the heads of Olafmeister and Pronax. Pronax did get tagged up a little bit by Olaf there, which didn't help. Crims has a kit, and he has a dream. He has a goal at least as well to get this one defused. He does go to what? AZ. Oh, Pimp gets the 2. Big shots in towards him, but he's going to jump on that bomb. Only 5 seconds left, and Pimp must act quickly. He doesn't think he has a kit. He's not going to go for this one, and Fnatic will get the defuse. Pimp did not back himself in that situation. A second guess always comes back to bite you in the butt.
Don't be a tit, buy a kit. Crims is evidence of that as he does pick up the first round with the defuse. I mean, the first question surrounding this for that round there was, what on earth? How did Pronax survive so long? He was kicking and screaming right until the closing seconds of that game. Really good to see how he survived against 4 Ts, just hiding around short, keeping these angles and options open. As the second round from Dignitas is going to be rather minor, no armor to be seen. It's going to be a Kevlar-less round, just a Deagle and a couple of P250s then for Dignitas into this one.
And straight in towards underpass as well at the moment. Looks like they're trying to control mid as much as they can. JW trying to drop down, and Schneider will be able to pick him up. That's a Famis going over towards Dignitas now, but Flusher trying to get some long range mag 7 action going in towards Connector. Going to get some damage, but not going to find some kills. But Pimp, sharp as you like, takes down Olafmeister of Fnatic down to 3.
Yeah, now we're going to get a little scared for Fnatic. Pronax is probably going to be doing the Pronax flash. I have no doubt about that, as they are starting to scurry potentially towards his location. Nope, turn around. Bright Eyes, they are heading over towards A. It's going to be Pimp and AZ then, who are the ones going to keep them locked in on mid. It's very important to have a mid presence with a rotate like this, because it does make Pronax's options rather limited. He's most likely going to be walking straight into a trap laid out by Pimp. I say trap, I don't think Pimp's expecting this. Oh, he could make noise picking up the weapon. No, that's a dead Pimp.
Yeah, that's it. Pronax backed himself enough to push around that corner and secure the kill towards Pimp. Dignitas are making very slow moves on towards A, and there's Crims getting the... Schneider is also tagged up very, very heavy, down to 23. Pronax doing work as well from short. Great job from him, 2 in the bag, and Flusher will finish the...
If he had been taken out by Pimp, 1 frag could have made all of the difference, but no. After the initial little bit of a mess, we did see Fnatic stabilize quite nicely off the back of their in-game leader. 2 then to 0 into the start of this one. Dignitas now equipping themselves back up.
I'm loving Pronax right now. He's played a couple really, really good rounds. But Dignitas look to try and take control of minutes. MSL out in front, does have an AK flasher, quickly switches away, hastily maybe, and goes to take him down. And now JW trying to flash out, trying to hold position now, looking towards Kirby. He's up in paddles, and Kirby's too sharp as well. Fnatic are losing these aim battles. They're just 1v1s at this stage. They've managed to lose 2 players in the process. MSL super low. AZ now the man taking point. He's pushing straight through, and Pronax responds. He is inside jungle, and he's getting pushed onto by Schneider as well. He had to reload, but Schneider, Swedish man, will be able to clean him up there. It's just Crims left.
What's your plan here, Crims? Smoke has locked. Crims goes absolutely nuts and doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Instead, he's just going to go ahead and take. And this is going to be a nice response from Dignitas into that 3rd round, picking up the win and picking it up efficiently. Nope, that's another rifle down. And Skierby went hunting. I don't think anything else is going to come of that, especially considering he's just going to smoke his way. Oh, tell a lie. Schneider. Ooh, beautiful from Crims. Just keep himself safe and sound. Keeps himself the kit and the rifle Oh, not last second. MSL gets it. I do get excited when you see these hunts go down. It's like a little bit of Hunger Games-esque as they all start converging on that one weapon. But no, it's going to be a very nice round for Dignitas, and nice and early on as well.
First couple of rounds are quite close as well, so Dignitas a little bit unfortunate maybe not to or to only have one in their bag. But look at this, messy buy here. JW has an AWP, the rest of his team going for pistols. He does have armor as well, gets the double in mid. That's ridiculous. AZ and MSL, see you later, gentlemen. And that is now 3 players left for Dignitas to try and work on towards this one. Pimp just trying to hold it together. He probably is quite shocked about what JW just managed to do.
They lined up for him, and that AWP investment is most definitely going to be justified now, as hunt does continue from Fnatic in this round. They've got rifles now, they've got frags, and Schneider's wondering where it all went wrong. Now, JW is going to be going down, not going to be finding his third of the round. The bomb, though, is in the grasp, the clutches of Olof, and I think Schneider's well and truly aware of it at this point, as he just really wants to bring this into a 1v1. That is his mission at this point. He's got time, there's no denying it, and there's no denying that he could most definitely go for it here, as the one Swede of Dignitas goes up against 2 counterparts.
Had he had the bomb, Schneider would have quite easily been able to turn this into a 1v1. As a T player, you always have the potential to do that. You can fake going to a bomb site or just go to another one, I guess, and try and keep your opponents guessing. But now he's got to do it the old-fashioned way as he heads down and towards underpass. Olofmeister is above him in ladder room. Crims is also watching from mid, so he will be watched as Schneider does come out. He's looking for Crims though as well, and if he can catch him here, it'll definitely be to the detriment of Fnatic, but nade towards mid, and there's a good poke from Crims just to pick up the kill nice and clean.
Great stuff there from the Fnatic guys, and we are going to be seeing then a quick turnaround, straight away putting Dignitas back in their place, courtesy of JWW, followed up, of course, nicely by Olof. You can see them here. Look at them, just straight up, could not be more lined up. They're doing the Macarena into mid. Jeez. And AZ and MSL having to pay the ultimate sacrifice into that one. Now, though, let's see what Dignitas have got for us. 2 rifles thereabouts, an AK and a Galil, and then the Armor Tech 9s to follow. That does suggest one thing and one thing only. That is going to be quite a heavy presence towards B, at least to start this one off. They could be turning around to mid through underpass. Doesn't look like it, though, as they are setting up for some smokes and flashes, and are going to go for a B execute.
He actually went for the AK here as well. This is just a muddled buy here from Dignitas, and I hope they can put it to good work now, as Pronax is going to be jumped onto by the entirety of Dignitas. That's Kirby to secure that one, and Olofmeister is smoked, but will still take down Schneider as he crosses, and he'll push up as well. JW also contributing here, and Pimp will be responding. Bomb is planted though as well, and Olofmeister has to work his way in from the outside, but Pimp there does get his second. It's a 2v2.
This is just a trade fragging tutorial. Every single frag has been traded out. Maybe Flusher could make an exception. He does indeed, because now Crims is on the hunt. Never mind. AZ does it. Oh, and he does one better. Takes Crims down as well. 2 frags in the round. Pimp was the one responsible for another double. And that's going to be a very crucial round for Dignitas to keep the gap small. Very nice to see Dignitas just bringing 2 rifles in and thriving in what was otherwise a very testing scenario. Pronax not doing well on that hold, all because of that flash. You saw him doing the, the Pronax flash towards B-Apps, but because he was blind, he peeked delayed, and he went out. He went down with no damage.
Dignitas really taking it to Fnatic right now. This is impressive to see. They didn't even bother trying to sell some sort of fake here. Now, the buys aren't perfect, but look at Fnatic. They're all stacked towards mid for some reason, and Dig are going for B.
This is going to be a wide open site, and they're going to be wondering where on earth the welcome party is. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a late one, and it could be a surprise party considering they're all pushing right from behind, coming through this exact back from whence the T's did come. And it's going to be AZ who I think's starting to cotton onto this idea. Schneider is going to be the one making the call as he's getting a heated exchange towards the stairs, and it's going to be just the 2 of them making all the necessary frags. Flusher and Olof then left. Flusher did find the head of MSL, but that's pretty much all he's going to be given, I think. And Dignitas picking up a much-needed, tidy 3rd round. This is the problem against Fnatic, is you can sometimes see teams full fang on.
Wait a minute.
No kit, no problem. Just for a second, I had to check. I was like, wait a second, he's not running away. But no, we are going to see Dignitas pick that one up, and relatively cleanly.
That's right. It wasn't a full buy for them as well. They had a Tech 9, I think, and an MP9 floating around. So now this is enough for Dignitas to try and secure themselves. But yet again, economy's still not their friend. You can see MSL is able to get an AK for himself, but it had to come from another one of his teammates. But Fnatic again going for an eco,
yeah,
or at least saving.
That's going to be a second one in a row then for them. And I think Fnatic are going to try a stack. This time it's going to be a stack towards the A side. 4 members all training their eyes on towards the ramp, and oh, look at those nades. They can do more damage, more harm than good. Then again, Flusher does find Kiebi not too far off the second as well. AZ unfortunately avoiding that one as look as Pim just goes bouncing into the site, bounding inwards, and now Crimson Pronax have managed to bring this into a 2v2. This is potentially posing a threat, especially considering Schneider's health.
Fnatic have made this messy now, but there's a lot of flashes coming towards Pronax as well. Double Molotov to try and deny him position, but he's already up on stairs. The smoke is still there, but he has an opportunity at least. Olafmeister was kept away for at least a moment. He obviously has an AK in hand. Very much a danger player right now. But the bomb is down. AZ back into the corner. Looking towards stairs, maybe if anyone's going to jump across, and he's going to be able to pick that one up. A bit of a spray comes out, but he'll be able to secure that one. Grabs himself another AK. Why the hell not saves in the reload time? Going to be juggling those ones as he's going to throw a nade towards Olafmeister here. Does hit him quite nicely down towards half health. The spray. AZ gets it done. A little bit of clown work there as well. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, get AZ to the circus. The AK juggle is real. 3 frags for him, and it was Schneider who picked up the other 2 as those deadly duo got 18 frags between them so far in this game. Very, very nice to see those 2 fragging as much as they are. The the other side of the coin is, of course, the other 2. Look at them, MSL and Kierby being rather quiet. Just 1 for MSL so far in this one, and such a potent player as well. When everything is going his way, he is a force to be reckoned with. So far, though, not the case. And actually, we are seeing Pronax go for a very fast push on the CT side in towards Palace. He's looking like royalty. No, just the 1. Schneider does nip that in the bud, and now it does look like Dignitas are about to try and pick up off that pace.
That's right. They're still going to work out from the T-ramp as well, or back away. That's the question. AZ actually going to hand the bomb to Schneider. He will go and try and continue to sell this A effort to Dignitas right now. You can see them moving away. Will it be enough? Just a little bit of a spray through the doorway. He's actually going to be paying dividends. It's just Olafmeister right now at B. But look at the bomb. It's been left back in spawn, and Dignitas are still not committed. If AZ can open something up at A, it may still be an option.
Now, the question remains is where on earth do Fnatic just what's Fnatic's read on this one? It's Flusher who's been given the responsibility of middle. That smoke's going to aid their cross if they do want to try and challenge out. He's keeping his eyes on underpass as well. He's definitely been kept guessing, and so are the entirety of Fnatic. They've got a kind of 2-2 split at this point. Flusher being that backup player to wall off on B, even over an A. He's very flexible at this point, and it does look like Dignitas have drawn Flusher actually towards the A site. AZ's front rotated as well. This is going to end up...
I mean, with Flusher obviously not able to see through connector, and JW over at A. But Pimp will still be able to shut him down. Flush it through the window, though, on towards Pimp.
There, just going crazy with the AWP, and now he does have the location of at least 1 of the 2 Fnatic members. No hope. The bomb does go... score here in this best of 1, and it's great to see Crims residing at the top of the scoreboard as well, considering a slight underperformance developing for him over the past 2 days.
Fnatic able to just put a stop to those 3 rounds in a row that Dignitas managed to score. This game is really being ground out, though. Very much a slow affair. Both teams just really taking the fight to each other now, but Dignitas opting for this B. They've got 3 AKs to work with. They've got a couple of smokes as well. Flashes are there, and so is Armor. Pronax now, will he be caught unawares this time? Up on truck. A little bit exposed position for him there, but the smoke does obscure a lot of things. Pronax, though, can see through the smoke. He jumps away. The flash comes. Get 1, but Flusher is there. Back and forth, but still 3 up for Fnatic. Dignitas have not traded into this effectively at all, but Pimp can still get it done. So 1v2, but Olafmeister is there. He will shut that down. 2 for him for the round.
Olafmeister's B-hold with that AWP has been astounding these last 2 rounds. And actually, those 2 very successful rounds for Fnatic has led to a very shoddy economy for Dignitas then. Now, Fnatic have started to kind of show Dignitas their playbook for Dignitas. So far, you know, they found a bit of early success on B. Now it's coming into their next buy.
Flusher going for a scout here, so money isn't really brimming out of Fnatic's pockets at this stage, and well, Dignitas even worse off here. No armor, no nothing, just some pistols here. Let's see what they can do. Pimp will manage to take down JW, but Chris will be awaiting that push, a double for Pimp. Does find some heads there, and he clicks them perfectly. Flusher jumping up, trying to get some scout. This is possible for Dignitas, and Pimp is going huge. He's gotten 4 now. Olafmeister has an AWP. He has a bit of armor, but not a lot of health. And there's Pimp.
with just pistols. Absolutely astounding to pick it up against Fnatic. Through the unarmored assault, but no. And that's going to be a big... residing about 2k apiece. And it's just going to be CZs and P250s for them to work with into this next round.
This is why grind is a word that occurs to me right now. Just tit for tat rounds coming out here. Schneider over on B, Kirby just giving A tickle at the moment.
Olaf are no more. And Dignitas
there for Dignitas. And look at the scoreboard as well. Fnatic also just grinding this one out
look
together.
Look at the grind. You can see, look at the order in which those rounds have been acquired. It's quite literally 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2. Back and forth, these two teams.
Dignitas, so they have some high flyers, of course, in Pimp and think.
Yeah, actually just goes on the other side of connector and enables you a little bit more of connector control. JW just gets smoked out though. And Flusher, I like this hold. He's going to enable him to kind of catch some close tees. It's going to be AZ then, whose head, does get quite heavy. It's a very blind Flusher. No cigar. Olaf does catch him and MSL quick to bite back. Flusher is the target of his affection, and now a very low health Pronax does evade the flames and continues to hold steady on B.
Olafmeister there, after some uncharacteristic shakiness, will be able to pick up that kill towards Pimp and leave only 2 on Dignitas. Fnatic with guns as well. They've got a lot to work with here, and Kirby asking questions of A side as well. He's just there pushing through, doesn't have the bomb. That one is in the hands of MSL, who's trying to make his way through, but Olafmeister trying to catch onto him through connector. Olaf goes down to 7 points of health, but here's JW and Crims as well. The cavalry has arrived towards A. The bomb is going to get there as well. MSL the one with it in his hands, but JW is going to dash his hopes and dreams in a second.
Oh, now he has just 2 points of health. It's 7 health first 2 health. 1 bullet will win this brawl, and oh my lord, he could have very well been caught out with that drop, and now 1 tap of that P250 could bring Olaf down, but
cheeky.
Be very nice. Gets the nade to land besides Olaf, and the bomb, of course, is going to be causing problems. All right, Observer, we're aware. We're well and truly aware, but it's good to see that Kirby is going to be able to recover himself. He managed to get away with both the M4 and a little bit of armor between him and Crims and JW.
Dignitas have money here at this stage, so it's not imperative that the save is made, but Kirby understands that he wants to go for that AWP there, able to pick that up, get some more value. Of course, with only 2 points of health, he'd be crazy to really go for too much. But here's Fnatic. They're able to buy, at least for the most part anyway. And as I see Dignitas in the same position here. Very much a back and forth affair here as well. I'd be interested to see now if the second half is going to bring us any sort of greater performances from either of these teams, because it's just a slapfest really at this stage.
Pimp on the AWP. First time for him in this game. I want to have a little look what he can do in this. As so far, Dignitas haven't put too much effort into emphasis towards that, and there's no kind of surprise there considering what he has been doing with the rifle, sitting now top of the scoreboard with 14. Olaf's about to walk straight into Schneider. That's good for Dignitas as AZ does the same. In the meantime, Crims just pockets a double over towards A. He's been fantastic on this A-help, but Pimp's nade changes that, as this is going to be now JW's turn to fall. Kirby responsible. And now Pronax on the rotate. He's been so good on B. Let's see if he can do it over on the opposite side of the map. Quick flash to delay him. The bomb is not going to be going down anytime soon, though, because that bomb's locked out on ramp. Pimp backed away into a corner as well. Pronax is exerting a whole lot of force with his utility here.
There's almost no point in him poking stairs because the smoke narrowed it down. There's only one place where he could appear from. Dignitas are going to be watching that, but there goes Pimp, the 1v1. It is a kit in the hands of Pronax here. I don't think he's going to be trying his luck, though, as well. Fnatic still quite close in this one, as Kirby will obviously get the plant down now. He was maybe expecting a rotate, wanted to put himself in a central position, did Pronax. He's got more health here, and he does find the head. Beautiful stuff from him as well. Always, like you can see, as the tactician for Fnatic, the cogs are always turning in that man's head, and he's played that very smart.
Very, very nice from Pronax then. 2 very important frags, and it's going to be causing problems now for Dignitas. 7-6 gonna be the scoreline here, and Dignitas already, I feel like 6 rounds acquired on that T side here on Mirage is an achievement in itself. It's very good that they've managed to kind of find a way, find a route into Fnatic's defense, and they're going to be very happy with that one. If they could add an extra, or even two, they would be most definitely in good terms to make this a very competitive game on their defensive side.
JW going towards mid, trying to channel some of that magic. He does pick up MSL. Successful push for him now. Let's see if he can get another one. All Flash will be able to contribute. There goes JW, cutting Dignitas down. The glass cannon build from the man coming out quite nicely, and only 2 for Dignitas left after that slaughter in mid.
Okay, Pimp and Kyobi then. Got 5 members to find. It's not looking like that's for certain, but Kyobi starts to find some hope. Just the one. He didn't have to pay too heavy of a price either, as that could be a second. Oh, we get caught out, but fortunately Pimp's there to babysit and to ensure his teammate's survival. Does catch a glimpse of Olaf towards there's a second one as well. Oh my god, how is he still breathing? He's going to try and keep himself safe in the smoke. They know he's there. The bomb's going in as well, courtesy of Pimp. And now 3 members of Fnatic are locked out. Make it now all onto Pimp, as he is going to try and hunt them down. He is in trouble, and Pronax is the one to bring him down to size. That's going to be the 8th for Fnatic, and I mean, I started seeing little glimmers in their eyes that could have been an incredible 2 versus 5, but Fnatic are the seasoned veterans and are not going to let rounds like that slip away.
Yeah, be really pushing his luck there. You see how aggressively he came in towards that connector. Smoke was there, but the Olafmeister spray down did eventually claim him. So Dignitas, they're up and about it as well. You can see that they're definitely feeling reasonably confident now as well, holding Fnatic so close. And yeah, as you said, 6 rounds T-side, great stuff from them. They have the guns, at least for the most part now, to maybe make it a 7th here, and they'd be happy going on to CT in that situation. Schneider only got a Tech 9, but Pimp takes down JW, the man. When he gets his AWP in his hands, as good as he is with a rifle, he's such an important pivot right now for Dignitas as he wreaks havoc in mid.
Yeah, taking down JW is no easy task either, so taking that very strong AWP presence down is only going to force it into the hands of Olaf, which is still not as easy as it may sound. Olaf does get the frag. Nice from him, as it is going to be now a level battle, 2 versus 2. Olaf's low though, and Schneider's lower, taken down.
Pimp now with the AWP. 1v2. Olafmeister is down to 21 health, and Pronax is also fairly low. Have a look at this as a boost in towards mid. So a bit of an unexpected angle possible here for Fnatic, as Olafmeister will poke jungle eventually. Pimp, sorry, should I say, none the wiser, and Olaf is going wide, going back through CT here. The bomb is still loose, and Pimp has to go over towards that one now. How can he set this up to sort of be safe in both directions? I don't think he can. He doesn't know that Olaf is going to be coming from this direction. He hasn't really looked, and Olaf can just take his time, line it up, make the set shot. Fnatic goes 9-6 at halftime. Only towards the end, to be honest, where we're really starting to see Fnatic show some of that Fnatic magic that we're liking to see. Shaky in a lot of ways as well, and JW still not really hitting his straps the way he would like to.
Absolutely, that was good from Dignitas. I think 6 is something they can work with, something that especially they can build on. I'd be concerned if they'd kind of gone any less than 4, but that's something that's malleable for the Danes. But Fnatic too, going to look to establish early dominance up against Dignitas, team that are no stranger to a bit of a kind of not the word choke and the word tilt. As soon as they get the kind of the taste of victory, things can fall out of their hands quite quickly, and we saw examples of that over at the major qualifiers. But here we go then, jumping into our second half then of our 3rd game of the day here for the Pro League. And let's see how Fnatic choose to structure their assault.
It's been a couple of weeks since Fnatic have played this map, and last time it was Envy that beat them 16-6. So they're hoping to, make their short return to this one successfully. But AZ just straight through the head of Olafmeister with that lovely USP shot, and smoke down for him as he will cross over towards A now. Fnatic got to come out from this one. JW getting tagged up only very slightly. He's going to go straight towards AZ now. Going to try and take that distance advantage away from him. Bomb's going to be planted right now. Pimp does take down Flusher. Back and forth. Kirby on towards Crims. JW still chiming in. Gets his second now. Looking for a third. Will he be able to connect? No, it does look like MSL just able to back away with a slither of health. 2v2, actually. 2v1 now. Schneider managed to deal with JW. Bomb is down as well. Pronax with it all to do.
Yeah, and MSL just needs to stay alive. That's his mission. Oh, he's failed it. And now very well could go horribly wrong for Dignitas. Pronax gets 4 as he takes Schneider's life away from him as well. Everything was coming up Dignitas there. They all picked up the early frags. It was looking very, very temperamental for Fnatic. But then Pronax, who is residing right at the higher echelons of the Fnatic scoreboard, 16 for him. It's great to see him both in form, but also picking up 4 frags in that round.
And essentially denying Dignitas the opportunity to level the scoreline as well. Great way to hold on in a pistol round that, again, he had no business winning, but somehow he managed to keep his wits about him and get it done. Really great stuff from him now. MSL really aggressively pushing towards underpass here. Olaf has been alerted. He's going to go head-to-head with him in just a moment.
Yeah, that's the problem with that flash. I always kind of raise a couple of questions with that fast flash, because if they're not pushing, you don't want to go up those stairs. You've just made it very clear your intentions. It's very obvious that there's something coming up that staircase. Instead, though, we do lose MSL early.
AZ also falling foul of the smoke, covering over that connector. And Fnatic looks like they might actually make a rotation back towards A. They'll leave Olaf at B, see what he can drum up, see if he can rile up the natives, as it were. 4 Fnatic players now going to make their way towards tier ramp. It's going to be AZ and it's going to be Schneider to meet them on that site. Just deagles for Schneider and AZ at this stage. Not going to be easy with a full force of Fnatic pushing towards them as well. Powerful they are, the deagles. There's not enough bullets to deal with all these Fnatic players pushing towards them. Still, AZ gets one, but JW and Olaf Meister now making their way through. Olaf with his second now, and it's just Pimp to try and make something of this mess.
There goes 11, and that's just the power of the pistol.
Olaf with 4 that round.
You just shredded through the unarmored dig. Excuse me. But the point I was going to make was that in an interview we were talking to, I think it was Devilwalk, and he was saying that if Pronax is at the top of the scoreboard, that means Fnatic aren't, like the fraggers are underperforming. Don't think Pronax is overperforming, just think that everyone else is underperforming. And I think, you know, you can take that with a pinch of salt. I think that definitely Pronax is having a fantastic game. But we aren't seeing necessarily everything we wanted from JW. Say that, though, he has just found AZ very, very quickly, and now Fnatic are going to start to flood into the site. Another eco for Dignitas, though. It's going to be that scary double eco, which is going to put 12 on the board for Fnatic, potentially.
This is starting to look pretty dangerous for Dignitas now. Schneider just chilling out in CT here as the bomb is almost effortlessly planted. AZ trying to make an early push towards Palace and create some sort of opportunity. Did not work out yet again. Pimp getting dinked straight away. He's forced back around the corner. Fnatic have the utmost amount of control over this map, and it's just Dignitas are sitting back on this one now. I don't really know what the plan is for them right now. Flasher is going to dig Schneider out quite easily, and Fnatic all over this one like moss on a rock.
Righto. It's going to be just Kirby and Pimp. And now they're so low. This is just going to be a question of how long it takes before we lose them. And there it is. I mean, Fnatic are secure 12. Now we're starting to see the Swedish hands start to close in and start to get quite a tight grip on the neck of Dignitas. They are going to be going into this buy, though. We are going to be seeing Pimp invest in the AWP when it is available. Intrigued to see if he can seize as much mid dominance as we saw early from JW. And from there, where do you build? Fnatic have been, you know, hitting A quite heavily, and it doesn't look like this round is going to be any exception. Fast, quick towards Palace, then trying their luck at ramp a little later on. But look at Dig.
Yeah, absolutely. Dignitas now looks like they're just spread out. Actually, a lot towards B at this stage. There's just Kirby and A. And the problem with that is there's 4 Fnatic players that are there. Olaf Meister's going to be able to smoke up mid, and here's the push. Very, very quick, but Pimp was there with York. He takes down Crims. Just in from jungle there as well. I think he got a tag towards Flusher, but Schneider is getting involved as well.
This is all right from Dignitas. We are going to be seeing JW throw out a nade to connect on towards Kirby. That's the only damage done, though, so far to the Dignitas boys. And Schneider's doing so much damage of his own. Now, just JW and Flusher, and they've got so little health to work with. It's just a matter of time now before Dignitas close in.
AZ now making his way up from T-Ram. JW's just sitting in the back corner. He will eventually drop, and it's just Flusher who's, well, he's gotten himself the heck out of dodge. And this is the sad part about it. I guess it's a shame that Dignitas lost the pistol round far behind now and having so much more of a climb to make. But now, the first time we're seeing Dignitas properly with guns in their hand, and this is what they've been able to do with them all game. What a clean buy for them as well. Just Kirby that actually fell.
Yeah, and that was down to JW's kind of tag and nade that brought that frag home. Now, though, we are going to be seeing Fnatic fully equipped for this round. Intrigued, I think, is the word, to see if they change it up, not heading towards A so quickly, as we are going to be seeing them spread their numbers. 2 to B, 2 towards middle to some extent or another. And AZ's the one who's been given the responsibility of middle alongside Pimp and his AWP.
Crims and Olaf still want to see if they can create something in mid as well, because Pimp has sort of taken the bait. He's gone aggressively in there and a little bit more vulnerable to peaks from top and mid. Oh, but so far JW might challenge him here, an underpass, and Pimp gets the better of the Swedish player. Now he's going to back up in the direction of A, and that's a huge...
3 players all storming through middle now, and the man, the myth, the legend, Schneider is the one who potentially has to deal with that, and he is just holding at the top of that.
At Crow's Nest, I guess that mid window, AZ will be waiting for him. That will really make things hard for Fnatic now, having him with the bomb. So we'll see.
Not too long ago, Pimp does the same onto Flusher. Have to continue to build on that in order to close this gap.
Molotov straight towards mid window. Fnatic want to deny Pimp any sort of foothold here, but Shiner's going to be in ladder room yet again. Flusher sees a little bit of AC, but won't go for it. Shiner through smoke. He's going to play it right next to him, but he can't quite find him. I don't think he's connected to any of those. Now Flusher is going to come barreling around the corner, but the USP is going.
Marcel just kind of completely nullifying that frag, but taking his teammate out as well. That's one of those ones that's going to come back to haunt you potentially. JW could potentially cause a threat from jungle. He would have to make noise to do so though, from ladder. Kirby deep on ramp, and he's going to be the catalyst in what could be a very strong Dignitas defense. They are anticipating it though. It's going to be one, not second, as traded out nicely by Crims.
Not terrible. Fnatic are pretty beaten up at this point now. Still, Pimp is still able to hold here from this ticket booth or down on CT Ram. Fnatic flashing. They want to go for this one. And JW has still kept himself towards the middle of the map here. So I'll be interested to see how this plays out. Oh, as MSL might cross, but here's Pimp. Ready for Crims. Crims is going to show, but there's a flash. Perfect timing from the man.
MSL's got away with it. He jumped straight on down to connector. Finally, JW catches him as he was hightailing it towards the A site. With the bomb now down, and Dignitas' hopes of a third consecutive round have been dashed by a very nice late round from Fnatic. JW's just going to jump straight on into AZ's arms, and now it is just two he needs to find.
Fnatic going to be sitting back on this one as well. Crims in CT. Olofmeister would love to get this one. Definitely make money. Bit more of an issue for Dignitas here, but he's playing safe about it. Flash comes in towards him. AZ goes for the fake, and this has brought Crims up, but AZ manages to take down Crims. There's not going to be enough time. AZ has a kid. Will he go for the real one? Whoa, there is Olofmeister. Times it well, pokes out and gets the kill.
Yeah, good read from Olaf. He knew that the time was going to be just a little too narrow for AZ to fake it out a second time. And now Dignitas fall into that trap of the eco. They're going to be considering what they can throw together. Pimp has enough money to throw pistols at everyone. I think that's exactly what he's going to be doing. Yet 5-7s for all, he says, as there are some pistols laid down. We are going to see what Dignitas can do. Let's not forget, over on that T side, that Pimp round, the ace with just a P250 at the start. It's a rarity, but Dignitas have done it before, and they have got a relatively good read here. 3 players, oh, I was going to say 3, now 2, taken away by JW.
Another aggressive push from AZ to Palace, being dashed. Kirby now sitting right back in this corner here, and Fnatic with 4 posturing towards the A side. It's going to be Crimson JW up in Palace. JW looking to add to his total, and that's Schneider just harassing Olofmeister in mid. Pronax may even make the rotation around just to pick him up, and that might open something for B as well for Fnatic now as Pronax stalking towards that player there. Schneider not ready for Pronax as the bait was good from Olofmeister. There goes an important player there for Dignitas, and they might be able to make a move towards B. However, JW gets another pick at A, and it's just Kirby and Pimp left to do it all.
I don't think there's going to be much more success found. Pimp did have his Kevlar and he kept him alive till the last man. Fnatic keeping it neat.
Disappointing times for Dignitas here. I mean, this game could have been so much more from them. It all started, of course, with the pistol round being sort of stolen out of their grasp, and they've been unable to actually put together consecutive rounds in this half. Only 2 rounds for the half for them. And, well, it's been a while since we've seen them here. They must get this one here. Been able to buy it.
Wow, look at that. All 5 members of Dignitas on 0. That's not something you see every day. They've completely invested into this round, down to the decoy, as now Pimp draws first blood. JW down, looking to do the same is Kirby, but that's going to be stopped by Flusher. Quick exchange now, which does leave Flusher with very little health, though. 6 points of health left for him, and it does seem that Fnatic have kind of message received from Dignitas on A, and they're going to be backing their hell up, back towards T-spawn, maybe leaving a lurking Olaf to do damage. Hang on, AZ.
He's going to be looking for something here. Might find Pronax. Pronax aiming that corner quite nicely, and the crosshair placement wasn't quite there for the man. You can see the Dignitas don't have a lot of smokes or flashes here to work with. Their stall potential severely limited by their financial hardship, but there's Pimp always chipping in at the right time. Olofmeister will drop, makes it the 3v3. Now Pimp looks in towards connector. MSL also might be able to get some crossfire here. He'll check ladder room first, and he'll establish control of mid. Crims not poking either. MSL getting away with murder here, getting inside that ladder room. Gonna poke this one. Crims was there though. Did see him. Took down to about half health, but really, Dignitas need to keep these players alive right now.
Nice. Use of their Molotov and smoke to completely lock Dignitas and rather Pimp out of kitchen as the bomb is going to be going down nice and safe for short. Crims is going to be the one to hold from short. Schneider's going to be the one to try and take him down. And he does. That's actually huge because that gives him access to that short area. Flush is low as well. This is a doable round for dignitas, but it doesn't look like they're willing to go for it. As you can see, Pimp hightailing it over towards A, and they're just going to kind of bow down and let Fnatic take the 15th.
They want to keep it all in Pimp's hands, clearly. We'll see what the man can do with it here. And yeah, not challenging this one, not trying to let a flight of fancy take away their only chance at maybe bringing this one back or at least to an overtime here. So Fnatic will go to 15-8 here. It is an interesting decision. I mean,
that's an on-the-fly decision as well. You have to make that, especially, you know, oh, Flush went down. But especially when you make, like Schneider, for example, getting that early frag, the opening frag that would have, I mean, if there was still 3 Fnatic members standing, understandable, but I don't know. It does, of course, mean that they're going to have a bit of a better jab at this final round to try and take it into overtime, but they've got such a challenge ahead of them. Now, Fnatic have picked up 6 so far of the 8 rounds played here on their second half. We are still seeing the AWP in play, of course, preserved. And it does look like it's going to be going towards B. Maybe a fast peek on towards short. It's good, though, considering the bomb and Fnatic are coming that way as well.
MSL stacked towards short, actually. They might be more interested in taking mid away from Fnatic, so this could work against them if they sort of get caught out of position. MSL only has a Deagle in hand right now, but here comes Fnatic, but Pimp takes down one. He's going to be just inexorably trying to hold that spot, but JW doing work on the other side of the map. There goes MSL, the man with the Deagle. He drops down, back and forth. Schneider gets one. Now Fnatic, well, they wanted to push their way in towards underpass, but I think that HLT, that GoTV glitch might mean the game's over. We'll have to keep going though. 3v2 situation. Fnatic only with 2 players right now. Crims getting very, very low there, but manages to win that challenge against Schneider. Very plucky play from the man, and it's just Crims.
2 to find. Pimp and AZ has the bomb, which does, of course, make his job and a little journey a little difficult, or rather a little easier, excuse me. But 25 points of health to try and manipulate the 2 remaining Danes. 45 seconds to do it. It's most definitely not looking likely, as he does just continue to hold in underpass. I think dignitas and truly are aware of where he's going to be coming from as they both train their eyes on connector. This means only one thing for Crims. And it looks like they're going to be seeing another round on the board for dignitas. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, easy. Ooh, sigh of relief for dignitas, as that's going to be 3 in the round for him. And both of them presenting their backs to Crims. That could have been a disaster. Instead, we see the 9th for dignitas.
So bizarre. They were looking towards connector so earnestly, and they just checked top and mid. Very, very strange there, but luckily Pimp still will get to keep his AWP, I believe. That was maintained by AZ. dignitas get themselves a sorely needed round there. The first in the last 4, but let's see what they can do. AZ, aggressive push towards mid here. Pimp trying to work out from mid window as well. It's 1-for-1 right now as well, but it's all about Fnatic right now. They're doing serious damage. MSL trying to make his rotation towards short, but no, Kirby goes down. It's just Pimp. It's just an MSL as well. Now to try and hold on. Pimp, a key piece for dignitas goes down, and MSL will be the last man standing, and he is in deep trouble on short.
This is going to be the end for dignitas. They made such a good effort, a valiant effort on that first half. The second, not so lucky, and Fnatic are going to be picking that one up. 69, the final result. Big plays coming out from the Swedish side. Good to see Fnatic kind of holding form on that second half.